Away here, Carshalton's third to last pre-season friendly of the summer against their near neighbours. The two clubs swapping divisions, obviously Tooting and Mitcham finishing second from bottom in the Bostik Prem last season. I think they only missed out on survival by 1 point, whereas Carshalton, it's a pretty recognisable lineup for Carshalton today. Some familiar faces in there, but a couple of new ones. James Richmond in defence, number 6, big blonde-haired centre-back, and Gerson dos Santos, who signed from Corinthian Casuals a couple of weeks ago, starting in that forward position. First free kick of the game goes against the Robins. Simpson taken down by Sterling Parker. It's taken quickly. Here's Ollie Bennett on the far side, just holding the ball up. And he runs out of space, throw into the Robins. Also a couple of new faces on the bench as well. Santiago Lopez Duval, who's the substitute goalkeeper today. I'll just break off. That's good hold-up play by dos Santos and almost gets away down the left, but Patterson Bonner, the Tooting captain, gets the ball back to the goalkeeper. Several familiar faces in the Tooting lineup today as well, including number 6 Quincy Rowe, Reece Cave wearing the number 2, who played in goal for Carshalton last season in that famous 3-2 win over Thamesmead Town. That's wasteful by the visitors, and that'll be a throw into Carshalton Athletic. Here's Richmond, his first real touch of the ball, gives it back to Billy Bishop, who's got hands like frying pans, if you believe the home faithful. Here's today's skipper, Jordan Cheadle, fresh from signing a one-year deal that will keep him here until the end of the season. Fantastic news for Robins fans, and testament to the player himself as well. He had an outstanding season. When we went on to win the championship, he chipped in with 7 goals. Here's a long ball searching for Kie. Joshua, he's done well to beat Davison Phipps, and he's squared it to Billy Dunn, who's another ex-Robin, but he's trod on the ball, and Richmond just calmly rolls it into the feet of Jordan Clark, who looks to stride forward now, feeds it into the channel, but Sterling Parker didn't read that. It's going to take a while for obviously the new boys to gel in. Jordan Clark, a familiar face to Robins fans, of course, being here a couple of seasons ago before moving on. But he's back and looking to impress. Ryan Healy, scorer of that dramatic late winner against South Park, which earned a valuable 3 points in the Carshalton's quest to picking up that championship back in April. Here's dos Santos looking to get forward. Good challenge by Cave in front of his own dugout. Yes, Cave, the Tooting number 2, played in goal for Carshalton. He was a midfielder by trade, and an injury to Billy Bishop necessitated that. Carshalton didn't have a substitute goalkeeper on the bench, and he done rather well. Only conceded 1 goal. That's hoiked forward by Dunn. No one read that, and that's going to bounce all the way through to Bishop. Goal kick to Carshalton. Glorious sunshine today here at Colston Avenue, although the wind has picked up somewhat this afternoon. Probably just take the edge off the heat a little bit. The players might be glad of that. Here's Healy. Davison Phipps, patient from Carshalton. Morath Gibbs spreads it out wide to Cheadle. Takes no chances, under pressure by Morgan Griffiths. We've had almost 5 minutes on the clock. Here's Richmond, looking for someone to come short. Feeds it for Chase. Whipped clear by Patterson Bonner. Davison Phipps thought it was going to go out, but he's got to deal with it now. He's under pressure from Vaduz-Nisi. Good play by Sterling Parker to win the ball back for the Robins, and he's just shepherded it out of play. Referee just asking the Tooting left back Kojo Key to take the throw in from the right position. Even though it's a pre-season friendly, the competitive spirit is still alive and well. Here's Jordan Cheadle. It's opened up for him. Was never the Tooting goal, but worth having a dig from there. The Carshalton fans have seen him score from 30, 35, 40 yards. And that was the first real shot in anger as well of the game. Tooting looking to build down the right. Here's Quincy Rowe. Just knocked it straight out of play under pressure from Ricky Corboa. Good to see Corboa back in the starting lineup for Carshalton. He came on against AFC Wimbledon last week and scored an absolute worldie of a goal late on to seal a 3-0 victory over the Dons. But here's Dunn faced up by Ryan Healy. Has to go short and Tooting look to play it down the right. Here's Morgan Griffiths looking to gain some yards. Can he deliver across? No. Good covering by Michael Isaiah. Just doing that holding position. One of last season's revelations really, signed from Hastings in October and really helped steer the Carshalton ship through some choppy waters and break off here because Clark was looking to build something, but Tooting coming away with the ball. Wasteful from the visitors. Here's Isaiah. Knocks it back to Cheadle. Cheadle rather past the lacklustre Dunn and he looks to spread it out wide, which he does. He finds Davison Phipps sporting some all white boots today. Never too early to break in those new boots. Santos and Clark swapping passes. Goes all the way back to Richmond's. Davison Phipps has stayed free on this near side if the ball can reach him. Clark goes instead looking for DeSantos, but something on it and it's dribbled all the way back through to Pearson. He goes short to Fadounis. Tooting just looking to build from the back here. Here's Morgan Griffiths looking to charge forwards. He's done well with pass one, pass two, gives it to the feet of Simpson, but he loses the ball. Now Carshalton can look to break with Jordan Clark, who's got Sterling Parker on the outside. Davis up the pieces, retains possession for Clark. Has to go all the way back to Richmond, who's now looking forward for DeSantos. Can he? No, just over his head. The game's been played at a high pace. I don't know how long that will last out in the somewhat. Morgan Griffiths, here's Dunn. Poor control. Gives Moraf Gibbs and then Cheadle the opportunity to smuggle the ball back to Bishop. Cool, calm and collected by the Carshalton keeper. Just gives it short to Richmond. Tooting doing a very high pressing game, not letting Carshalton have too much time on the ball. Cheadle having to battle with Kay for that one and the referee signalled a throw in to Carshalton. Played in quickly to Corboa. Can he fashion something now? Pass one, he's been taken down by Morgan Griffiths. First free kick, this is in Jordan Cheadle territory, although the angle might not favour a left foot. He can still deliver a mean cross though. Richmond's coming up, Moraf Gibbs is already on the edge of the area. Clark's gone square, we know he can hit them. He scored a 25-yarder against Westfield last week for the visitors. Looks like Cheadle's going to deliver this one in. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red shirts to aim for. Through quite strong at the minute. Penalty spot, good header by Rowe. To Clark, and oh, he's done well there, the number 10, and now Cheadle's got it up. He's looked up and had the ball's back with Matty Pearson in the down the left hand side. Fadusi. Good header by Moraf Gibson, gets it into the path of Azayo. Now here's to Santos. Just looking for options, and he's giving it away to Billy Dunn, who just puts his foot on the ball and rides one challenge, rides two, and Morgan Griffiths helps him out and into the feet of Bennett, and now Dunn again tries to get through, and it's Azayo's been penalised by the referee. Free kick to Tooting and Mitcham. Here's Vadunsi. Tooting looking to work it into Dunn, but that's good covering by Azayo, and now Corboa and Clark swap passes. And Azayo looks forward. De Santos has made a forward run, but no one's looked for him. Here's Clark. Clark just can't find any space to sort of get forward and open his legs there. And there's Cheadle on the far side, just taking the ball over halfway. That's the track back. Moraf Gibbs into the feet of De Santos. He's had to come very deep, and Healy's smuggled the ball out to Richmond. Davison Phipps, he's got Jordan Clark short, and here's Corboa. Davison Phipps got a bit of space to deliver across. If he can actually go short for Corboa, he's got a chance here on his right foot. 1-0 to Carshalton Athletic, 12 minutes gone. Corboa's forward run under no real pressure, and he beat near post to make it 1-0 to the Robins. Going to be a throw into Tooting and Mitcham on this near side. Corboa loses out to Fadusi, and he goes short to Key, but Azayo blocks the pass. Tooting looking to show an immediate response. Less than a quarter of an hour on the clock before Ricky Corboa decided to open the scoring. He's got 2-2 now.
Ricky, help Rio. Behind you, left shoulder.
Cheadle just getting in front there and winning the ball back for Carshalton. Healy and Azayo get it forward now. De Santos looking for options. He finds Davison Phipps. Azayo wants to get the ball forward, but it's good pressing by the Tooting front line again. Carshalton looks to build from the back. Here's Moraf Gibbs. Clark coming ever deeper to try and win possession and get on the ball. Carshalton need to see him up at the other end. Ollie Bennett settles for a throw off of the foot of Moraf Gibbs, and it goes all the way back to Quincy Rowe, one of those ex-Robins in the Tooting lineup today. Into Bennett again, tries to spin Cheadle, but the left back was too strong for him. But Tooting pick up the pieces, and Sterling Parker won that 50-50, but the ball didn't break kindly for him. He's tried to win it back now, and he's done well. Oh, the referee's penalised him. Michael Azayo was going to burst through. It would have been a red letter day if he pre-season friendly or not. But instead it's going to be a free kick to Tooting and Mitcham. And it's gone back to Patterson Bono, who's looked for Morgan Griffiths, and now come all the way out to Fadusi. Into Dunn, who's come short. Here's Morgan Griffiths. Looking to dink one over the top, looking for Bennett. He's got onto it. Oh, sorry, it's not Griffiths, it was Wilson. It was square to Billy Dunn from 15 yards. Was that handball? The referee says it's a corner. Richmond looked like he might have had an arm out there as he went to ground to block the shot, really. The referee signalled for a corner, and he's telling Billy Dunn and a couple of the other Tooting players that nothing doing. But they have got a corner, United, so they can exert a bit of pressure on Billy Bishop's goal. gone into the back post and Rowe couldn't guide it on target. So the first real scare on Carshalton's goal comes to naught, and it remains 1-0 to the Robins. Up to halfway, nodded on by Clark. Dos Santos can't quite keep it in. And the referee's actually given a free kick, so it's gone all the way back to Morath Gibbs. Again, he's another one who scored a few important goals for Carshalton last season en route to that title. None more so than the only goal away at closest challengers Lewis during the run-in. Here's Richmond. Gives it short to Davison Phipps. Isaiah just looked to help looking. And he's conceded possession. That's well in by Isaiah now. Here's Dos Santos. Gives it square to Clark. He's got Sterling Parker over on the left, who finds him now. Cuts inside on his right, tries to tee up Jordan Clark. Can he get a shot off? He's looking to work an angle. Gives it short to Corbo. He's offside. Nicely worked by Carshalton, but the final pass just caught Corbo in an offside position. You see Jordan Clark desperately trying to work an angle to get a shot off from about 20 yards. And here comes Tooting looking to build from the back. Here's Vadusi. Short into Morgan Griffiths. Bennett. Bennett again is coming deep. So he's been robbed by Dos Santos, but the ball run kindly for Rowe. Tooting should be able to clear their lines. And they're trying to play out from the back. Here's Pearson on the ball. He's under pressure from Corbo, and he's showed him a clean pair of heels there. Looking to seriously play some football here, Tooting. Can Corbo get on this now? He does a neat little trick and a nutmeg as well, and Isaiah switches it into looking for Clark, but Bennett's done well there to just feed it, try and feed it into Simpson, but Carshalton look to build again now with Isaiah. Now here's Ryan Healy. Gives it out wide to Cheadle, just takes the sting out of the game. Cheadle feeds it into the feet of Dos Santos. Does well to get it under control, turning forage forward. Here's Clark. With Davison Phipps making the overlap. Here's Isaiah. Davison Phipps now. Carshalton just patient in the build-up. All the way out wide to Jordan Cheadle. He's got a little bit of space. Feeds it into the feet of Dos Santos, who holds off the challenge of Patterson Bonner. He's still got possession of forward, but he didn't release the ball, and then he's fouled Bennett. 20 minutes on the clock, still Carshalton Athletic 1, Tooting and Mitcham 0, by virtue of that Ricky Kookaburra go in the 12th minute. Here's Patterson Bonner out to Rowe. Looking forward now, goes into the feet of Wilson. Holds off the challenge of Ryan Healy. The pair clashed though. Looked like Wilson just told Ryan Healy that he was there, maybe with an arm. And the referee just wants to calm anything down before it escalates too quickly. It is only a pre-season friendly after all. Here's Fadusi into Key. That's a cut inside. Doesn't fancy using his right foot. And he gets the ball back again, shadowed by Isaiah. Carshalton doing some pressing of their own now, but Tooting work the ball into the middle of the park, and Morgan Griffiths will look to bring it forward now, shaking off the attentions of the Santos. Here's Dunn. Corboa just bites him but didn't quite win the ball, and Dunn looks to fresh air kick under pressure from Isaiah. He's gone down, but Carshalton will play on with Sterling Parker, and now the Santos. Can he get the ball out wide? No, he can't, but Healy can. Oh, good covering back by Key there. And now Patterson will just look to bring the ball away for Tooting. Holds off the attentions of Sterling Parker, but well, the referee's given a free kick against Carshalton there. Looked like Patterson Bono had run the ball and lost possession of it, but you know, so the strikers triggered. Here's Quincy Rowe on the ball. He was a fan favourite when he was at Colston Avenue a couple of seasons ago. Big strong centre back. Jordan Wilson as well, and here's Billy Dunn. It's like a second Robbins 11. Here's Fadusi, Wilson, Fadusi again, looking for options forward. Here's Key into Billy Dunn. Tooting just taking their time. Carshalton have got men back. Simpson and Ollie Bennett not really making many angles though for their teammates. The ball gets switched out wide, and that's over the head of Cave, and cheap way to concede possession by the visitors. Here's Jordan Wilson feeding it into the feet of Simpson. He gives it to Bennett. Can't fashion it out wide, unfortunately, for his perspective, and Tooting have to go all the way back. Here's Morgan Griffiths, looks to turn now and get it forward into the feet of Wilson. Wilson feeds it into Bennett. Now Morgan Griffiths again. Decides to go through the middle this time. Bennett's gone down under the challenge of Morath Gibbs. No hint of a penalty, but Tooting have got a throw in level with the 18-yard box, and it goes all the way back to Morgan Griffiths, who looks to deliver now. He's got Key at the back post if he can get his head on it. Safe care of hands by Billy Bishop, who bowls the ball out quickly to Ricky Corboa. He's got the pace in his locker to trouble the Tooting. Tooting look to bring the ball away in their all purple strip. Carshalton all in reds. There's Bennett into the feet of Simpson. Bennett and Jordan Clark for Carshalton, both of the number 10s have been dropping very deep. It's opening 25 minutes, looking to get on the ball and influence the game, but Carshalton have got it with Gerson dos Santos looking to bring the ball forward. It's wasteful from the new centre forwards. And now Tooting look to break over halfway with Simpson swapping passes with Wilson, and now Billy Dunn on the ball, gives it out wide to Cave, back into Dunn. Oh, it's, again another wasteful pass. Both sides have been guilty of that so far. Here's Isaiah, gives it to Davison Phipps, who's got oceans of space in front of him if he fancies taking it forward. Goes short instead to Corboa. Carshalton just retaining possession. One of the hallmarks of manager Peter Adonai's style of play. Keep possession of the ball. Here's Morath Gibbs out to Jordan Cheadle, the Carshalton captain for today. Short to Sterling Parker on the far side. Does well to retain possession and find Healy. He's got the full back. Takes on one. Can he shape it? No, he can't. He's gone down under the challenge. A good effort by dos Santos, but Fadusi looked like he turned Davison Phipps' turn pass. Nevertheless, it's going to be a corner to Carshalton. In towards the near post, that's a good fist by Pearson, but it's only gone as far as Sterling Parker's got another. Sorry, Clark's got another opportunity to get it in the box. He feeds it low, straight into the arms of Pearson. One over the top for Key to chase. Richmond's there, and oh well, the full back was brave to going for the 50-50. The referee said he's won a corner for his side as well. There was a bit of a clatter in there between the two defenders, but Key's gone down clutching his leg. Opportunity for both sides to get some water on board. Corner kick goes in towards the back post. It's met by the head of Simpson, but he can't guard it on target. He was always leaning back from goal. One for Simpson to chase, but there's Richmond and Davidson Phipps should sort that out between the pair of them. It goes out for a goal kick to Carshalton. Here's Corbaro on halfway. Healy picks up. Oh, Corbaro. Healy almost picked up the pieces, and he does now. Corbaro just couldn't let it go. Here's Cheadle on halfway. Feeds it into the feet. Oh, he tried to feed it into the feet of Sterling Parker, who gets a second bite of the cherry. Rowe's going to have to deal with this. He does well, the big centre back. Sterling Parker's not letting him get away easy though. Pearson goes long this time. Kay's going to struggle to keep that in, but he does not. It's gone out for a throw. Clark couldn't quite get that under control. Here's Morgan Griffiths into the feet of Simpson, who looks to spin, and Jordan Cheadle can't put his foot through it, and Simpson and Cave now, there's a build on the right, the ball's still in play. He skipped past the challenge of Morath Gibson. Isaiah there doing what he does best, covering at the expense of a corner. However, United have got a chance to try and level things up. Goes short this time. Wilson looks to deliver it in towards the penalty spot, and Hudson Bono, if he'd got anything on that, could have spelt danger for Carshalton. Healy deals with the second cross, good header out. De Santos will look to get this under control. He's got Clark for company, and Sterling Parker ahead of him as well. Here is Clark. Can he give it to the feet of Sterling Parker? He's done well to hold the play up in front. De Santos even get. Can he squeeze it in? There's a tight angle, and the linesman's put his flag up. Corbauer stops in his tracks. Neat break by Carshalton. Tooting just looking to go from the back. Hudson Bono into the feet of Bennett again, who's come very deep. Pings it into the feet of Key. He's only got Dunn for support. He finds him now, the number 11, trying to work it onto his left foot. Just bulldozing his way through, and maybe tried to do a little too much there. Davison Phipps brings the ball forward into the feet of Healy, who turns and feeds it into Clark. Under pressure from Morgan Griffiths. Clark goes back to Cheadle now, who can look up and ping one of his trademark crossfield balls, looking for Corbauer, but again the linesman's flag just halts his progress. The linesman hasn't seen it yet, the referee hasn't seen it yet. He's hit the post. Not that it matters, but just got to watch that Corbauer in positions. That's what pre-season's all about, shaking off the rust, getting back in the swing of it. Corner to Carshalton. 5 minutes. Look like a shot. Here's Dunn. On the ball, feeds it into Simpson, who looks to spin Richmond. Richmond was all over him. Clear free kick. Tooting take it short. Here's Wilson, looking to find some space. He's surrounded by red shirts. Plays an inadvertent 1-2 off of Davison Phipps, but the defender gets back there and atones for that, and Carshalton look to clear their lines. Ricky Corboa back to Bishop. Bishop clears his lines looking for Cheadle. If he can get his head on it, he does. Sterling Parker can't win it, but Healy and Clark keep possession for the Robins, and now Cheadle feeds it into the defeated Corboa, who takes it over halfway. De Santos is peeling off to the right. Here's Davison Phipps. Carshalton haven't got anyone in that centre forward position at the moment who can maybe just hold the ball up and bring someone into play. Here's Clark. He's got Cheadle on the overlap. He can deliver from here. Cheadle, has he got any options in the box? ...20 yards from goal. Here's De Santos. Davison Phipps, Isaiah. Patient in their build-up to the That's poor from Davison Phipps. Morgan Griffiths. Hudson Boner over halfway. Here's Bennett. The ball didn't run kindly for Simpson, and Healy snapped in there. Not afraid to put himself about, young Ryan Healy. Only 19 years old, but again played a pivotal role in that championship winning season last year. Well, finished this year, but scored a decisive goal to earn 3 points against South Park here. It was the 94th minute winner. Well in by Isaiah. Now De Santos has got room to turn. He's got Corboa on the overlap. Walking Corboa fashion. He's faced up by Fadusi. He gets it towards the back post. Good hands by Pearson. Sterling Parker was sniffing there. Sterling Parker grabbed a goal against Phoenix Sports last week. So the goals have been shared around this pre-season so far. Mike Dixon, who's on the bench today, got 4. Oh! Hold on a minute. Simpson's kicked out there at Ryan Healy, and Isaiah's taken exception to that, and now there's a big bundle of players, but Simpson kicked out at Healy. There's no need for that at all. And now it's all kicking down. Absolutely no need for that. 39 minutes on the clock. I mean, it should be a straight red if this was a league game or a cup game. And Zaya might also get something. He did retaliate. Referee's got some sorting out to do here. Absolutely no need for that though. The referee's going to go and talk to his assistant on the far sides. We'll see what the referee's going to decide to do here. All the players are getting some water on board and getting some instructions from their respective benches. But, well, Isaiah and Simpson just had a big hug in the middle of a big group of players over there. I mean, if this was an official sanctioned game, Simpson would be off. Absolutely no need for that. Referee's having a word with both captains. The third linesman from this near side's also run over there to provide support. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here. What's the referee going to do? Potentially, maybe he could ask for Simpson to be substituted. He's asking the Carshalton bench, maybe he's saying, do you want to play against 10 or 11 men? Maybe he's giving people some options. For my money, Simpson shouldn't remain on the pitch, whether or not he gets substituted or sent off. Fans getting a bit disgruntled, so it's taking a long time here. The referee's still talking to the Carshalton bench now, and his assistant as well. Maybe there's a case for VAR at non-league level, maybe. Referee still deliberating over what to do. I mean, no matter what happens, Simpson shouldn't be on the pitch, whether or not he is tactfully substituted or... It looks like play's going to resume now. And looks like he's been substituted. Number 9, Omari Hibbert, another ex-Robin, has come on in his place. And the game's restarted. Free kick to Carshalton. There's also been a substitution for the Robins as well. On for Jordan Clark. Strange to see Bradford wearing Eddie. Here he is trying to get on the ball now. Breaks for Isaiah. Here's Rowe, under pressure from Sterling Parker, and clears his lines. Healy on halfway to win it back for Carshalton. And here's Cheadle. Morath Gibbs. And it's Davidson Phipps. It was his pass that got Corboa away for the only goal of the game on 12 minutes. Still 1-0 to Carshalton. Davidson Phipps half wins the ball, it drops for Corboa. Shadowed by more. This is just crowded out there. Patterson Boner helping his teammate out, and he brings the ball over halfway, looking for Dunn. Striker didn't come towards the ball. Now Billy Bishop swings out wide to Cheadle. He goes short to Healy. Wilson just coming in a little bit late there behind the young Carshalton midfielder, but the ball's gone forward anyway. Morgan Griffiths to Cave. Cave again on his left foot this time. Has to go all the way back to Pearson. Here's Patterson Boner. Now Wilson turns, tries to feed it through for Dunn, but that's a good block by Richmond. The referees pulled the play back, however. Free kick goes short into Hibbert, his first real touch of the ball since coming on. After that debacle with Simpson on the far side. Here's Rowe into Wilson. He's got a bit of space in front of him, feeds it into Dunn, who goes down under the challenge, and referee decides it is going to be a free kick to United. This is about a yard outside the Carshalton box. We're in a fairly good position by the D. Wilson's already placing the ball. We're deep into added time here. The referee's probably added on 4 or 5 minutes after that melee a few minutes ago. Wilson and Hibbert are standing over the ball. Reece Cave is there as well. Billy Bishop just lining up a small wall of 3 players. Davidson Phipps has joined it now, so 4. Bennett's peeled away to the back post. Dunn's making a nuisance of himself in that wall, just trying to disrupt things a little bit. Opportunity for United to level things up before the break. Referee's blowing his whistle. It is Jordan Wilson over the top, but he's good save by Billy Bishop. He fingertipped that onto the crossbar, and Bennett couldn't turn it in at the far post. It's knocked in deep to the back stick, that's over everyone's head, and that'll do it for full half time. It's Carshalton Athletic 1, Tooting and Mitcham 0. That goal by Ricky Corboa on 12 minutes, the difference between the two sides. And unsavoury scenes with 5 minutes to go, with Eli Simpson just kicking out at Ryan Healy on the far side. Would have been a straight red if it had been a competitive game. The referee, after consulting both teams, asked for him to be tactfully withdrawn. But then Tooting almost hit back with the last kick of the, effectively the last kick of the half. Jordan Wilson's free kick, Billy Bishop fingertipping it onto the crossbar, and Ollie Bennett couldn't squeeze it in at the far post. There's going to be Carshalton to get the second half underway. Still leading 1-0 by virtue of Ricky Corboa's 12th minute strike. Looks like there's been a few substitutions for Carshalton particularly. We'll go through those and bring them to you. Looks like Mike Dixon has come on. There's Corboa. Bradford never going to get onto that. That's Ola Sabamu as well, who's come on. Sabamu who's come on for Healy. Cheadle puts his foot through it. Looking for Levi Phillips. So it looks like 4 substitutions for Carshalton in this second half. Mike Dixon, Ola Sabamu, Bobby Price and Levi Phillips have all come on for Jerson Dos Santos, Ryan Healy, Rio Davison Phipps and Raheem Sterling Parker. It's Tooting on the front foot at the moment. Here's Jordan Wilson. Has a poke from about 25 yards, always rising. There's Dixon. Has he won his side corner? No. There's Cave against his former teammate Cheadle. Cheadle wins possession for Carshalton. Billy Dunn just doing his shoelaces up there. And anyway, the ball's with Price over on the far side. Now into Bradford, who turns and feeds it into Dixon, who lays it back off for Bradford. Sweet football from Carshalton. Here's Corboa, the goal scorer, looking to do something. He cuts inside the box. Faced up by Cave. Can he get a shot off? He can! And it's 2-0 to Carshalton. Corboa at the double. They backed off, Cave and Rowe, and he got it onto his favoured right foot and buried a shot in from about 12 yards. Free kick awarded to Tooting on the far side of the box as well. Wilson hits the wall. Ball breaks kindly for Carshalton, who look to clear their lines now. Here's Cheadle. Feeds it into the feet of Dixon, who holds it up and gives it to Sabamu. Shifts the ball onto Bradford, who's got Price on the overlap, and Phillips making a forward run. Just holds it for the full-back, who can deliver across here, can he? On his unfavoured left foot, but still digs it out. Oh, Corboa was at the back, free, unmarked at the back stick. Just couldn't quite deliver, but Carshalton can do it again with Phillips here. Young, exciting winger. Cuts inside on his left foot, gives it to Corboa. This time goes short to Bradford on the edge of the D, gives it to Price, who's stayed forward from that last attack. Can he deliver across? He can. It takes a deflection. Loops up. Key tries to get it half clear. It's going to be a throw into the home side. Here's Phillips, Bamu, just keeping possession for Carshalton. And Zaya all the way back to Richmond. He goes all the way back to Bishop. Carshalton captain Jordan Cheadle. Bradford into Dixon. If he can get it back to him, he can. The two forwards linking well here. Dixon are offsides. Some nice interplay between Dixon and Bradford already this half. Only been 6 minutes. With the pair showing some green shoots of understanding. Pearson gives it short to his captain. Patterson Boner gives it out wide to Fadusi. Here's Bennett, who's dropped very deep again to get on the ball. Gives it to Rowe. Rowe now looking for the full Hibbert, but Morif Gibbs swallows that up nicely, and Cheadle hits the line for Corboa. Spin by Corboa. Been pulled back by Rowe. Had him completely beat for pace. Referee wants to have a quick word with the Tooting number 6. Just a little pat on the back, and you know you'd be booked if that was a real game, son. Cheadle's over the free kick. And he goes square to Price, who's got oceans of space in front of him. Brings it forward into the feet of Bradford, who's dropped short. Isaiah to Cheadle. Cheadle now, can he conjure something forwards? Looking for Sobamu, but well, Rowe got it half clear, and Morgan Griffiths just hoiks it up into the air. Poor control by Cheadle. Puts it straight out of play. Cave with the throw-in to Tooting and Mitcham. Goes back to Patterson Boner. Tooting looking to build through the middle. Here's Dunn in the centre circle. Gives it into the feet of Morgan Griffiths, but his control was poor. And Carshalton looks to break now. Bradford into the feet of Dixon. Midway inside the Tooting half. Gives it out wide to Corboa, who's already got 2 goals, and he's got acres of space now. Rose finally come across, and Corboa delivers it to the back post. It's just in front of Bradford, who screamed in frustration as the ball flew in front of him. Good play by Corboa. He threatened to take Rowe on, but the throw's gone Tooting's way anyway, and it's gone into the chest of Bennett, who looks to knock it to Jordan Wilson, who's got Cave on the outside of him. He finds him now. Cave's got a little bit of space in front of him, and he tries to clip it through for Morgan Griffiths, and Morif Gibbs took no chances, and he's put it straight out of play a bit wildly, and he's conceded a throw almost right down by the corner flag. So Tooting have got the opportunity to build here. Put some pressure on the Carshalton goal. They're 2-0 down, let's not forget, 55 minutes on the clock. Goes short into Hibbert, who shakes off the attention of Corboa and Cheadle, and 41 inside the corner, but the linesman's signal for a goal kick. Beautiful summer's day here at Colston Avenue, but the wind has picked up a bit. Take the edge off of that humidity, which the players will probably appreciate. Here's the goal kick by Bishop. It's picks it up just about halfway, flicked on by Sobammu, but Tooting hoiked the ball forward and Mike Gibbs had to deal with that. He had Hibbert on his shoulder and he's conceded a throw in almost level with the 18-yard box for Tooting's perspective. Key's going to take it. Goes short into Morgan Griffiths, who finds Dunn, who gets it onto his right foot and squares it for Wilson, who's 20 yards from goal. Faced up by Sobammu, and Corbora's done well to nip in there with the challenge, and Richmond gets the ball into the feet of he's striding over halfway now. Oh, neat little tip round. Oh, good challenge by Fadouzi, but the ball breaks kindly for the men in red, and Levi Phillips can use his pace here to get onto this. He can. Just holds off the attentions of Patterson Boner and Morgan Griffiths, and he's won his side a corner, has he? No, the referee, the linesman on the far side has signalled for a goal kick. Good break by Carshalton though. Isaiah and Phillips both showing good pace. Patterson Boner, that's sloppy by the Tooting captain, and now Carshalton can build. Here's Tommy Bradford, 20 yards. Oh, and then he's shown poor control as well. Tooting looks to bring the ball away with Key on halfway. Just steps inside Isaiah, but Isaiah bites back and wins the ball for Carshalton. And now here's Tommy Bradford. He's got Corborough square and he finds him with a neat pass. Cave's got back into the pocket to deny him the space, but he's held possession. Corborough gives it to Cheadle, who's coming up into support, who finds Mike Dixon, who's on the left now. Can he deliver a cross? He's only got Bradford to aim for, really, and it's cleared by Patterson Boner, but only as far as Corborough on this near side in front of me. Here's Isaiah. Oh, he couldn't get it out to Price. Didn't have a full foot in, and now Tooting can break. Here's Delgado. Hibbert, who has a strike. Well, it's drifted. It was a shot, really. Neither one or the other, and it sailed harmlessly out of play for a goal kick to Carshalton. Some movement on the Tooting bench. Looks like they're going to be making a couple of substitutions imminently. But it is Bennett and Wilson that are going off. So Jordan Wilson and Ollie Bennett have come off for Anis Nur. And Reece Cave is also going off as well. That's two of the former Robins that have come off the pitch. Domingo. Oh, that's poor from Bishop. He's given the ball away and Billy Dunn's got an open goal here if he can find it. And oh, great defending by Calvin Morath-Gibbs. Unbelievable. It was a poor clearance by Bishop in the first place to gift it to Hibbert, who done well to square it to Dunn. He had a completely free shot from about 7 yards. Only Morath-Gibbs in front of him, and the defender managed to get his foot on it. Great piece of defending. Fantastic. Corner kick comes in looking for Hibbert. Good punch by Bishop. Bradford can just complete the clearance. Strong challenge by Domingo, but he didn't win the ball, and Bradford's fed the channel for Dixon to chase it. He's got his foot on it, and he's got Fadouzi for company, but Dixon has found Bradford now. He's 20 yards from goal. Poor from Bradford. Gifted it straight. Oh, he's won it back though, and he's given it away again. Oh, both sides just guilty of not putting their foot on the ball. It's got the crowd going though for some reason. Here's Nur. Gives it square to Aon. Goes out wide to Key. Here's Fandouzi. Short to Morgan Griffith. He's only got Patterson Bonner for company. He's cutting across and didn't fancy taking it on his left foot. He tried to look for Dixon. And Patterson Bonner passed it back to Pearson, who wasn't expecting it, and he's miscontrolled it out for a corner. Bradford didn't fancy taking that on his left foot inside the box, and he tried to square it for Dixon, but Dixon wasn't anywhere near the play, really. But Patterson Bonner and, well, Pearson, really, he didn't take the pass. He wasn't expecting it. This game's livened up in the last couple of minutes. Cheadle to take the corner for Carshalton on the far side. If they get another goal here, Tooting might just deflate. Goes in towards the near post. Good header by Morgan Griffiths. Gets it clear up towards halfway, and Dunn holds off the attentions of Phillips and then Bradford, and he's still battling away, Billy Dunn. He's still got the ball, and he gives it square to Dominengo, who's in support on this near side now. Goal. Gives it square to Ayon, who's got on this far side here, near side here, and he didn't quite keep it in, the full back. Linesman's flagged for a throw in. There's another substitution for the home side. Looks like the player boss Peter Adonai is coming on. For the 2-goal hero, Ricky Corboa. 2-goal hero, Ricky Corboa goes off for Peter Adonai. Tooting also making another substitution. Quincy Rowe has gone off for someone. I'll know when he turns his back and I can see his number. But play continues nonetheless. Good ball by Ayon with the outside of his book, and Key's got beyond Richmond, but the blonde-haired defender bites back and concedes a corner. It was Serge Zamara that's come on for Rowe. And the corner's gone short here. Carshalton were sleeping a bit. It's gone towards the back stick. It's over the head of Hibbert and it drifts harmlessly out. Long searching ball. Price had to deal with it, and he did. Be a throw into Tooting, 18-yard box. If Tooting can get a goal back in the next few minutes, they fancy maybe taking a positive result out of this game. Although it's been very competitive. Richmond's only flicked it on inside his own box, and Adonai hoiks it clear. Saying he was pulled back, wins the header in the air again, but it's dropped for Ayon. He's just trying to work a little bit of space. Dominengo's pulled right at this far instead to Jones, Isaiah Jones. Play on the far side, but the cross has gone straight down the throat of Billy Bishop. And Carshalton will look to build from the back with Jordan Cheadle, their skipper for today. Tommy Bradford. Here's Sobammu. Gives the ball over halfway to Price. Gets it back again. Tooting just doing their job. Cheadle now looks with the diag over the top. If Dixon can bring it down, it's Phillips even, and good defending by Fandusi. It's going to be a corner to Carshalton. It was a good spot by Cheadle to get Phillips away. Carshalton have got the opportunity to maybe stick another goal on the score sheet. It still remains 2-0 to the Robins. Both goals from Ricky Corboa, one either side of half time. Cheadle with the corner into the near post area. It's taken a deflection. Oh, Richmond from no more than 3 yards out, skied it over the bar. Big chance for the defender there. Here's Zamara. Plays it straight at Aziaya and now gives the ball to Bradford on the halfway line. Forwards. Gives it short to Dixon, who's peeled off to this near side into Bradford. Carshalton neat and tidy in possession here, just spreading the ball through midfield and waiting for their opportunity. Cheadle on halfway again. Goes all the way back to Morath Gibbs. Now here's Richmond, who should have made it 3-0 a minute ago. Adonai into the feet of Sobambu. Now here's Price, dinking it over the top for Phillips, who's... oh, the ball's gone out of play. I was going to say he was clearly onside, but he didn't get a chance to really get his run on. Long searching ball for Hibbert to chase. Price just going to shadow. There's Dixon tussling with his former teammates. He was a terror last season. Here's Zamara. Again, he's looking forward but decides to go back to his skipper and the ball goes out wide to Pandusi. Tooting just comfortable in possession, but Carshalton not giving them the opportunity to get forward. Both sides have done that side of the game well today. Goes forward into Nu. And now Hibbert gives it out wide to Key. Feeds it into the feet of Morgan Griffiths. And now Hibbert again, but Price picks his pocket and the two battle for possession over on the far touchline and needs a bit of help from Sobambu, did Price, and the big centre midfielder does well to get it to Richmond, who now clears his lines and wins a throw-in for the Robins. Here's Bamboo. There's a long rangy leg just trying to stick the ball forward, and that's going to be a free kick given against Dixon. There'll be another substitution. It's like Alexiou and Olashire are coming on for Carshalton by the looks of things. Richmond goes off to be replaced by Olashire. And Moraf Gibbs comes off for young Charlie Alexiou. There's Tooting on the attack. Referee's going to give a free kick right in the D. Spells and could give Tooting a route back into this game. Oh, good by the substitute Jones. Tooting have got themselves back into this. There's a fine free kick, and Bishop done well to palm it up onto the underside of the crossbar. But Jones reacted quickest to stab it home. The initial free kick by Aon had quite a lot of power on it. They've got their tails up and they come forward with Domenico. On his side of throw-in. Here's Nur, gets it into, swaps passes and tries to maybe try and bend it towards the far post, but Alexiou done well to clear the ball, but Tooting come again. By, Bishop, what's he done? It was Aon who dipped it over the top, and Bishop was under pressure, but he just managed to get enough on the ball. Bit around Jones, who was sniffing for his second. Carshalton have given the ball away again. His key into Hibbert. And Hibbert, that's loose, and Morgan Griffiths just got a toe end onto it. The ball's gone all the way back to Pearson. He gives it short to Zamara. Here's Dominengo, but Bradford's read the pass and he's nipped in for wearing bright orange boots today. Oh, that's poor from the youngster. It's Aon, but Isaiah done well to tie. Looking to get the ball forwards. Tooting win it again. Olashire nods it into Adonai. He loses possession to, and he's, used his arm a little bit to stop Aon from taking the ball any further forward, but they're taking it quickly, Tooting, and giving it out wide. They've got But Jones annoyed with himself there, he couldn't. So it'd be a goal kick to come. He's banged it up way over halfway. So Bamu challenging for it, but the ball breaks kindly. Well, the referee said there was a bit of leaning and pushing from Bamu, so it's a free kick to the visitors. They come through. It's a good run here. Jones got to the edge of the area, passed it into the net. What a cool, calm finish. Bring Tooting level. It's now Carshalton Athletic 2, Tooting and Mitcham 2.
And second and equalising goal, the Tooting Mitcham United score, number 16, Jones. And the goal in the 75th minute.
Well, great finish by the young. Cool as you like. The home fans certainly don't want to see their side lose this now. Here's Jones again. He's able to keep the ball in, but his pace is frightening the Carshalton back line, especially since both their centre backs have only come onto the pitch for the past 5 minutes or so. Take his time over this one maybe, but no, he forward, looking for Phillips on the far side, jockeying for possession with Key. The Tooting man wins the throw-in. Smash forward from the Tooting defence. Headed by Olshire, goes out of play. It's a throw-in front of the Tooting dugout. Key's going to take it. He takes it into Aon, who just aimlessly punted it forward, and it's gone out for another throw-in, this time to Carshalton. Price takes it quickly. Here's Olshire. And he's got Cheadle and Alexiou, and he goes to the young defender. And he's got the ball back again. Bishop now smashes it up. Will look to flick this on, chests it instead into the path of Adonai, gets a toe end on it into Price, gives it back to the player manager, who finds Isaiah on halfway, and now Cheadle will look to bring the ball forward, steps inside one, gets it out to Tommy Bradford on this near side. He's faced up by two men in purple. Cheadle gets it back, feeds it for Bradford again, tries to squeeze across him, but it's well defended by Domenico, and Tooting clear their lines, and Olshire is going to have to deal with this. Hibbert is making a move, gets it back to his goalkeeper. Game just feels a little bit stretched now. Those 2 goals for Tooting in the space of 4 minutes, bringing them level. Carshalton looking pretty comfortable up until that point. Good header by Cheadle, and Bradford as well. Now Dixon, he's only got Patterson Bonner for company at the moment. He looks to turn his man. He does. Gets it onto his left foot. Can he deliver across? He does. Can he find anyone? Good header. And Patterson Bonner, as always, only really skied it upwards rather than outwards. And Isaiah puts it back in, and they want handball. Carshalton And the referee has given it. Eventually, he's taken his time. He blew his whistle. Everyone stopped, waiting for him to make a decision. And I mean, he's finally pointed in the direction for Carshalton. But anyway, the home fans, a little cry of Cheadle. Cheadle's gone up. It is Cheadle, and it's in off the post. Pick that one out, he says. Carshalton back in the lead. Skipper for the day, Jordan Cheadle. It's like he's never been away. Summer break? What summer break? 3-2 to Carshalton. What a great game this has been. And there's still 5 or so minutes to go.